Good day, colleagues. My name is Possible, and I will be your tutor today. In our previous discussion, we look at the first level of ambiguity, which happens to be phonological ambiguity. And then we said that this kind of ambiguity is based on how words are pronounced. There are words that are pronounced the same but are spelled differently. So we establish that prima facie or that basis. And then from there, we also look at some of the examples of phonological ambiguity. However, we said that it must be noted that though this is one level of ambiguity, but our focus shall never be on it so far as exams is concerned. This is of the fact that this semester, whatsoever you're going to do is a written form of communication. It is not an oral form. And once it is not an oral form, and then the phonological level of ambiguity is committed at oral level, then our concentration is not going to be on it. So henceforth, when we talk about ambiguity, to be precise, what we are going to do for this semester, your attention has to be driven to lexical or structural ambiguity, the other two levels of ambiguity. Here we are starting with lexical form of ambiguity. When you talk about lexical or semantic ambiguity, we are saying that this is an ambiguity that is committed as a result of the choice of words. The choice of words in sentence construction. The choice of words. Like I said earlier in our previous discussion, I said I want to talk about lexical, lexis and structure, way back in JHS and SS. We are talking about keywords, lexis, keywords. So, when you talk about lexical or semantic ambiguity, we are talking about an ambiguity that is committed as a result of the choice of words in sentence construction. In simple terms, it is committed when a word is chosen. When a word chosen has more than one meaning. Remember that so far as we are under ambiguity, we commit ourselves when we consider something to be an ambiguous, but it doesn't have two or more meanings. To say it differently, I mean that if a word or a sentence doesn't have two or more meaning, it is not ambiguous. I'm repeating it. Ambiguity occurs whereby a word or a sentence or a linguistic unit has two or more meanings or interpretations. So lexical, whereby a keyword, the emphasis is on a keyword. A keyword in a sentence has two or more meanings or interpretations. So the word chosen has more than one meaning. In most cases, those words become the keyword upon which the understanding of the sentence relies. That's why I said it is a keyword. Because the fact that it is misleading the entire meaning or the intended meaning, it means that it is a keyword. The fact that it is distorting everything means that it is a keyword. So whereby a keyword upon which the understanding of the sentence relies has two or more interpretation. I'm emphasizing on this one because I don't want you to forget. Never in your life forget this. Some of the examples of lexical ambiguities are as follows. We have bank. We have court. We have sex. We have date. All these are examples of lexical or semantic ambiguity. Let us quickly take our time and then look at some emphasis on the phonological and then the lexical ambiguity. So I'm trying to compare and contrast so that you really appreciate it. So far, what we have done two levels. First level is phonological ambiguity. Second level is lexical ambiguity. I'm comparing and contrasting. Look at it. Lexical level of ambiguity is different from the phonological level of ambiguity. So far, what we have done, these two are different in the sense that the phonological level of ambiguity deals with only the words which have the same sound phonemes pronunciation. However, the lexical level of ambiguity deals with a word with more than one meaning. A word with more than one meaning. So when you pick the word, and the word could be interpreted in two or more, then that keyword qualifies to be under lexical level of ambiguity. But when you pick a word and then the pronunciation of it also brings in another word, then that one qualifies to be under the phonological level of ambiguity. So I have compared and contrast. Let us quickly shift our attention to exams focus. Some of the examinable questions. Lexical ambiguity. Number 1, I will go to court. I will go to court. This question is ambiguous. I will go to court. Sometimes when we are talking in our various houses, they say, I will send you to court. I will send you to court. Thinking that we will send you to a judicial court. That is wrong. It is ambiguous. The question is, which court? Which court? Are we talking about a basketball court? Are we talking about a volleyball court? Or we are talking about a judicial court? A judicial court. So in exams, in order to correct this, the problem is with the court. It is lexical level of ambiguity. The word court is the one that is giving different interpretations to the sentence. To correct this, then you write, I will go to basketball court this evening. The question is, I will go to court this evening. To correct this, you say, I will go to basketball court this evening. That one you have placed emphasis on the court you mean. Someone also could use volleyball court. Remember, the answer is not one. What we are much interested in is the answer you have written must be devoid of all ambiguities. So someone can use, I will go to basketball court this evening. Someone also could use, I will go to volleyball court this evening. Someone also could use, I will go to judicial court this evening. All of them are correct. Question number 2. Possible is going to bank. Possible is going to bank. The question here is, which bank? The ambiguity is being caused by the keyword bank. Bank is also ambiguous because we don't know whether possible is going to a river bank or bank as an institution. So the question is, which bank? So we are talking about the bank as an ambiguous. To correct this, then you can say possible is going to river bank, or possible is going to bank institution, or is going to bank as an institution, or possible is going to financial bank, or possible is going to money bank. I hope you are getting it. So that one will let everyone know that you're going to financial institution. The next example, we are going to look at sex. They are interested in sex. They are interested in sex. Sometimes, as corrupt as we are, as soon as we hear sex, our attention is being driven to mating or sexual intercourse. But that is not only the case. We have sex like gender. The appropriate word for gender is sex. The most appropriate word for gender is sex. So when we say they are interested in sex, do we mean the fact that they are interested in mating or sexual intercourse? Or we mean that they are interested in sex as in gender? So we could see that the ambiguity is being caused by the keyword sex. The next one is, I would like to date you. I would like to date you. The ambiguity here relies on the word date. Because date, in what sense? Date, are we referring to book an appointment with the person? Or date like to enter into relationship with the person? I would like to date you. Which date are you talking about? Are you talking about booking an appointment with the person? Or to enter into relationship with the person? Which date specifically are you talking about? I will show you a port. I will show you a port. The question is, which port? Are you talking about airports? Or you are talking about computer ports? This question dropped in last year, 2022, their question. 2022, their question. This question dropped. Port. So pay attention. Port. I will show you a port. Is it airport or computer port? So it dropped in last year. I'm saying last year as at the time I uploaded this video. I'm uploading this video in the year 2023. So last year is 2022. So these are some of the examples of ambiguity. Let us take our time and go through what we have done so far. So far, we have done lexical or semantic ambiguity. And we said that it is ambiguity that is committed when a keyword in a sentence could be interpreted in more than one way. That one will bring in lexical or semantic ambiguity. When we're done, we contrasted it with phonological. We said that phonological focuses on the sound of phonemes, pronunciation. But the lexical focuses on the meanings, the different interpretations or meanings of a keyword. From there, we look at some of the examples, exams-based examples of phonological, of lexical ambiguity. We got court, we got bank, we got sex, date, and port. Until we meet again another time, I will say bye-bye for now. Once again, my name is Possible, and I love you. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification button so that anytime we upload, you will never be left out. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.